and that is why no one will remember your name. And that's such a powerful metaphor. It comes from the movie Troy. Achilles says it at the start to the young boy. When the boy says to him, I don't want to fight, like I wouldn't want to fight that man. Because Achilles at the start, if you haven't seen the movie Troy, Achilles has got to fight this one giant warrior at the beginning of the movie. And the little boy, he's obviously scared of facing the dragon or facing the big guy. And he says to Achilles, I wouldn't want to fight him if I were you. And Achilles says back to him, and that is why no one will remember your name. And that's such a powerful metaphor that can be translated to everyday life. Like when you think about it, that is essentially what you're doing. Like when you're coming up against such a big task, when you have to face the dragon, when you need to fight, the enemy, or do the thing that everyone would hate to do. Everyone despises doing that one thing. But if you're going to go out and do it, that's why you will be remembered, for doing the thing that other people don't want to do. And that's what's going to set you apart and make you different. And I'm talking about the big things, not the little things like, I went to the gym today, or I've tracked my macros, or I did this. I'm talking about the big risks, the big, huge leap of faith that you're not guaranteed any outcome. You don't know if you're going to make it or if you're not going to make it. You could have to go all in on this, and it's literally do or die. But the people who do these things and they come out on the other side, they're the ones that their names will be remembered. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, I'm not sure if I should take the risk, I'm not sure if I should do that. Well, you have to do that. If you want to be someone of significance, if you want to be someone great, it's going to require you to take the risk and to go all in and to do something you're literally terrified to do. You're shit scared to do it, but you do it anyway because you have to face the dragon. You know it's time to slay the dragon. And apply this metaphor to your life right now. I'm sure there's some really big thing that you're facing. It may seem insignificant to other people. It may seem significant to them. But to you in particular, you watching this, what is the one thing you should do, but you're terrified of doing it? What is a leap of faith? What is the terror barrier that's blocking you from doing this thing? Now it's time. If you want to be remembered, take the risk and go all in and do this thing. And you fail, well, you fail. But you make it, and the glory is all yours. As cliche as it sounds, it's powerful. It's a powerful quote, and that's why no one will remember your name. Think about it. When it comes time for you to make the jump and to break through the terror barrier and to do that thing, just keep that in the back of your mind. If you want to be someone great, if you want to be remembered and you want to be known for doing these things, well, you know what you have to do. Needless to say, everyone has these things in their life. I can think of so many examples myself. There's so many things not so many, there's very few things I should say. There's probably a couple of things at most that are literally holding you back, that will take you down the next route, that will literally evolve you to the next person. But you're terrified, you're shit scared to do this thing because you're worried about the outcome. It's always outcome dependent. And it shouldn't be outcome dependent anymore. You shouldn't live your life based upon what the outcome will be. You should live your life based upon what you want to do, not what could happen or not what may happen, not what the outcome could possibly be. Regardless, irrespective of that, do what you want to do and you will get the results you deserve. It's as simple as that. And it's very simple when you can speak about it, but it's another thing when you're actually facing the issue head on, face to face, and you have no option but to face the dragon. And facing the dragon, I guess, is another metaphor in this perspective, or from this perspective. And it's going to require everything you've got in the tank. Because if you want to fail, if you in the back of your mind, if you're thinking you may fail, well, chances are you probably will fail. But if you want to win, if you want to conquer this, then you'll do everything you've got to conquer it, and you won't give up till it's conquered. And then, like I said, the glory is all yours. I can think of countless people who have done this. So many people, especially on YouTube, on social media, they always show their wins, their stories, their highlights. But at the time, in the moment, it's very hard for people to capture that because they're not thinking at the moment of like documenting the experience or you know, going through it or explaining what they're feeling, because they're in a very vulnerable state, extremely vulnerable. And when people are vulnerable, they don't usually want to share their opinions, you know, because they're worried about being judged or thinking, what are people going to think about me, especially coming from a place of vulnerability. But that's why you don't hear these, I guess, these stories. You just hear the success stories on social media and YouTube and things like that. But to actually get a recount of someone that's going through it in real time, live, like day-to-day updates, that's another thing in itself. To know you're watching someone literally face their fears and face the dragon and make their name worthy to be remembered by. And that alone should give you the inspiration, the fire inside you to chase what you need to chase and do what you need to do. It's very clouded, to say the least, in modern society. The judgment of modern society wants you to be settled with what you've got. You know, be happy, be content. Don't ask for more. But what do you do to that? You know, like, you don't ask for more, but you know deep inside you want more. You know deep inside there's so much more to give, there's so much more to learn. But it's not going to happen without you. Because if you listen to anyone else, I'd say 95-99% of people around you, they'll all tell you to play it safe. Do the thing, you know, play it safe, you know, go to your job, get your income, all these things. But if you want to be like these people, you can take their advice. But if you don't want to be like these people, if you want to be what you've always dreamed of becoming, well then you know what you have to do. Do or die, basically. Anyway, I hope this video found you well, and I hope you do the thing that's going to make you be remembered by. Catch you on the next video.